Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 30th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody had a great Wednesday evening. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Thursday and Friday. Also, we're going to take a look at the uh, more information on the storm now. It's Tropical Storm Idalia. Also, now we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory map as well across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products. And also, we're going to take a look at the Hurricane Center map, as we got several disturbances to talk about in the Tropical Atlantic, plus Idalia, Franklin, Tropical Depression number 11, and the remnants of Gert, and also I think 94L. We'll discuss that at the end of this broadcast, so stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of my forecast. Okay, if you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button today and you're in. You get my forecast twice per day. Love to have you. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and like I said, consider subscribing if you have not. Alright, let's get the show on the road here, folks. As you can see here, we got quiet conditions in Quebec, Canada, back down through portions of Wisconsin, down to Chicago, Illinois, also over toward Montreal and Toronto, Canada, through Maine, through Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., through Virginia, through portions of the Carolinas, also to Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way back down into the Houston and Dallas area, also into central and northern Mexico, also through portions of New Mexico, to the Denver, Colorado area, also through the Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, portion of North Dakota, portion of Minnesota, over to portion of Montana, through portion of Idaho, over to San Francisco, Los Angeles, portion of the Gulf of California as well. We got some showers over here in portion of Vancouver, Canada, through Seattle, portion of Oregon, and Northern California. Also, we got showers and storms over northern Gulf of California, through Southern California, also through Utah, and also in the portion of Wyoming and Idaho, all the way down toward northern Mexico, also into New Mexico as well. We got showers and storms also down around the Atlanta metro area, also into Alabama, Georgia, down into the Gulf of Mexico, also down into the Florida Keys, through Miami, Florida, and also up toward the Big Bend region area of Florida as well. Alright, we got we got showers and storms up here in portions of southeast Virginia, eastern North Carolina, eastern South Carolina, thanks to the remnants of Tropical Storm Idalia, which will be off the coast by tomorrow afternoon over the coastal waters of the Atlantic. Alright, and let's move back. We got a little bit of flash flooding, heavy rain possible right along coastal areas of the Outer Banks of North Carolina for your Thursday. Alright, here's your Friday forecast. We got quiet conditions there from Quebec, Canada, all the way back over to Vancouver, also around the Seattle, Washington area, also through Montana, North Dakota, through Chicago, Illinois, toward Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., up to Maine, also in Montreal and Toronto, Canada, also down into portions of the Carolinas, North Georgia, around the Atlanta metro area, down toward Dallas and Houston area, down into northern Mexico as well, through New Mexico and also Colorado vicinities as well. Showers and storms over here from Washington State through Oregon, Northern California, and also in Nevada. Also in portions of Montana, all the way down into portions of Southern California, Gulf of California, northwestern Mexico, through New Mexico, just over to near Denver, Colorado, and also into Wyoming as well. Alright, we got showers and storms in the Gulf of Mexico, over toward southeast Louisiana, into Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and also into the Florida region, down toward the Florida Keys, including the Miami area. There is Tropical Storm Idalia heading toward Bermuda, so you guys are going to get affected by Tropical Storm Idalia. Got a little bit of flash flooding possible down here in the Panhandle of Florida. Also, again, over here in portions of New Mexico, Arizona, also in the portions of Nevada, and also in the Utah as well. Some flash flooding and heavy rain possible in that region for your Friday. Alright, here's Idalia. This is the satellites in North Carolina and eastern Georgia. You start to dry out some back in portions of southwest Georgia, northern Florida as well, and also the Panhandle, the Big Bend region of Florida. As the system continues to pull away, the moisture will in from southwest to northeast, and also from west to east as well. Alright, the center of circulation pretty much just down here. Moving into something out to sea as well. Out up here, somewhere around the Grand Strand region of South Carolina. Alright, let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center on Idalia. And then we'll take a look at the forecast model area here. This is tropical storm force winds. 5 p.m. it was located here. By 2 p.m. Thursday, it'll be off the coast. We still got the tropical storm warning extending from near Virginia, North Carolina border all the way down to near the Orlando vicinity as well, just south of Jacksonville. The tropical storm will continue to move on out toward the Bermuda. Should be out here by around between 2 and 8 p.m. Saturday. Yeah, and then by 2 p.m. Monday, it'll be located here, and then moving on out into the tropical Atlantic. Storm at home, the center of rotation is located near latitude 32.2 north, longitude 81.7 west. Maximum sustained winds at 5 p.m. was 70 miles per hour, with higher gusts movements to the northeast at 21 miles per hour. Would not be surprised to see this here downgraded in the 7 p.m. advisory, 8 p.m. advisory. This here should be downgraded, maybe down to about 65 miles per hour or 60 miles per hour or less. All right. Here's a look at the all right, here's the computer model. This was earlier this afternoon. Still well compacted, still going about, moving on out into the Atlantic, and that's where it should move on out to the northeast. I know some of them got it curved back this way, but most of them should just head on out to sea. Alrighty, and finally we'll wrap it up with the intensity guidance. Then we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map. Alrighty, this was from earlier this afternoon. This was right here near 65 knots. Winds should be 70 miles an hour. Tropical storm status keeps the tropical storm all the way through pretty much the end of its life cycle through 168 hours out. One outlier wants to shoot it back to a category 3, but I don't think that will happen. Warning and advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, as you can see here, we still got tropical storm warnings in the tropical Atlantic, extending all the way from the mid-Atlantic all the way down to the east coast of Florida. Also, tropical storm warnings inland still remains for portions of northeast Florida, southeastern and eastern Georgia, through much of South Carolina, all the way into southeast North Carolina and the Outer Banks there. Hurricane statement still in effect for North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Panhandle region, and still for South Florida. Gale warnings in effect around the Florida area here, all the way over to southern Alabama. Red flag warnings are in effect for you guys here in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Special weather statement for Alabama. Flood watch is also in effect for the Carolinas. Tornado watch is also in effect. You cannot see it on the map. From east southeastern North Carolina through northeast Georgia. We still got air quality alerts for you guys here in Texas, and also up here in Nebraska, and also in Minnesota, also in the portions of Colorado, also in central Texas. California, excuse me. Also we're in portions of Oregon. Excessive heat warnings, heat advisory for Southern California, southern southwestern Arizona. More red flag warnings in effect for portions of Wyoming. Some up here wind advisories for portions of Montana. High wind warnings there as well. Some special weather statements also in effect for Montana. Wind advisories also in effect for you guys here in Idaho, Nevada, also western Montana. Red flag. We got red flag warnings also in effect for portions of Nevada. Special weather statements there as well. Red flag warnings in northern California. Flood watch is also in effect in North California. Flood advisory for reported in Washington State. All right, northern portion of Alaska got some flood watches there. Special weather statement, wind advisory for central. Special weather statement on coastal area. Gale warnings off the coastal areas of Alaska. Gale warnings around the island, plus some high surf advisory, high surf warnings are in effect there as well along the Hawaiian chain island there. All right, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center overview. As you can see here, we got general thunderstorms in Maine. Got some thunderstorms moving for the coastal areas of the Carolinas and northeast Georgia. Marginal risk down in Florida. Scattered activity across Georgia down into the Florida region, also down into the Gulf of Mexico. A little bit of thunderstorm activity over portions of southwest Texas, South Texas. Also, we're in portions of Arizona and New Mexico, into portions of Colorado, a little bit into northern, let's see, into North Dakota, Montana, and also to Idaho, and a little bit offshore there. All right, convective outlook, like I said, general thunderstorms, lighter green. There's the slight risk and marginal risk extending from Florida. Current watches, tornado watches remain in effect for northeast Georgia, the Carolinas here into North Carolina. Currently none in effect. Storm report this afternoon. We had one tornado report. That's in South Carolina. Wind report. We had one. That was over here in portion of Montana. Hail report 0. So that brought the total number to 2. Would not be surprised to see a few more storm reports, but not too many more expected. All right, fire weather. We got elevated risk down here in portions of Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, back in the Texas. Same over here in portions of Wyoming, Idaho, and into Montana as well. All right, and finally we're going to wrap it up with the National Hurricane Center forecast. We're going to take a look at it. All right, you can see here we got several disturbances. Here's Idalia down here. Here's Franklin. I'll be tracking Franklin at home. I didn't give you the information on Idalia, but if you want to track Franklin at home, it's located near latitude 34.2 north, longitude 65.9 west. Movement is to the northeast at 11 knots or 13 miles an hour. Maximum sustained winds 90 knots or 105 miles per hour. Our minimum central pressure is 961 millibars. All right. Well, let's see. Disturbance number 2. This is the remnants of Gert. Has about 10% development over the next 48 hours, the next 7 days. In the central tropical Atlantic. Here is tropical depression number 11. You're tracking it at home. The location near latitude 28.5 north, longitude 52.3 west. Movements to the north at 2 knots or 2 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 1,014 millibar, and the maximum sustained winds are near 30 knots or 35 miles per hour. And let's take a look at the little system here near the Cabo Verde Islands. This is 94L, a broad area of low pressure associated with a tropical wave located near the Cabo Verde Islands. It produces disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions appear conducive for the gradual development of the system, and the tropical depression likely to form later this week. And the system moves to the northwestward across the tropical Atlantic. Formation chance through 48 hours, 50% and 60% over the next 7 days. All right, Well, this wraps up today's video. Hope everybody enjoys it. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. And we'll catch you back in the next video. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening.